lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot from here. Hi, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll be using the Tarot of Dragons by Shawn MacKenzie for today's daily tarot reading. And unlike the last few days when I've used this deck, today we will be taking reversals. And this is your daily tarot reading for the 14th of October 2023. There's a new moon solar eclipse in Libra today. So we'll see what comes through. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. We have no aces on the table, but we have 6 major arcanas from the looks of it. So let's get into the best part of your day. We have the Hierophant, the Tower, the Chariot, the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. I kind of enjoyed this simply because this means we have the desire for betterment, and we know things have to change. We realize there's certain areas that can't stay as how they are, that they're just not quite as fulfilling, that we need to get a move on. There's certain things that we have to change. So in sharp relief, knowing that, we actually get options today. We get a choice. We can hold on and stay where we've always been, you know, doing the same old, so you always get what you always got, and nothing changes, so a non-choice. Or we can choose to be progressive and value ourselves more, to move on, to change something, literally anything. That way we're moving, and it will be someplace other than where we're standing. So yay, today we learned that we have choices. We can stay or we can go. But it's our choice whether or not we sink our heels in and stay where we're at, or if we get brave and we make a baby step. We take that step to the right. We decide to launch into something else. And the choice is purely ours. But there are moves we can make. There are places we can go. And we're realizing that. We're learning that. So the light bulb is going on. Alright, my lovelies. Now we're going to get into the worst part of our day. We have the 5 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Wands. I do love that card in this deck. The 2 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and Justice. Huh. Okay. That's an interesting sensation. Okay. It's like you've resigned yourself to the fact that where you're at is all you're allowed to have. You've paired up with the discomfort and you've accepted it as normal. So as much as you desire and hope and want a brighter future, and as much as you know that, as much as you get that, you're focusing on it, but it's all in your head. And you don't actually action it. It's like you have this fantasy world in your head that you can have these things, you can get these things, but when it comes to the real world, you've talked to yourself in such a way, or have been made to feel in such a way, that you're undeserving of it. Whether that is low self-esteem, whether that is self-sabotage, you know, take whichever one resonates. But it's like you're under the belief that this can't transition from the paradise you see in your head into reality, into a future. So you've just decided that no matter what chances you are offered, you're going to stay right where you're at because that's what you deserve. That's what you know. And yeah, I suppose that's kind of the devil you know versus the devil you don't know type of energy. That is very interesting. But yes, you might be dealing with sabotage, self-sabotage. Perhaps somebody made you feel inferior, and this is where this is coming from. Kind of the low confidence, the low self-esteem I'm picking up. Maybe somebody talked to you in such a way that made you believe you are undeserving of good things. So you resign yourself with whatever crumbs, whatever small pieces you have, and you hold on to that. And the rest is just something you repeat in your head that's a fantasy life that you know is better, but you're not trying to make that too much a reality. So this is a mood. This is so much a mood. And with that, sad to say, until you defeat this, you're not going to want to make choices for your own self-betterment. So, yeah, I would say kick that attitude right in the butt and get rid of it. Definitely get rid of it, or find a way to lessen it enough to where you can function. Okay, we're going to get into the obstacle, or how do we get over the obstacle? Let's see what it says. We have the Sun, the Seven of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, realizing that we deserve betterment. We deserve everything we desire. We deserve happiness. Knowing that, holding on to it, and expanding our energy towards that. In other words, we really need to boost ourselves up and realize that we occupy space and we are deserving to occupy that space. We are quite capable of having full, fulfilling lives and being happy. So asking for more or asking for certain things is okay. And that we can nurture ourselves more. We don't have to put others first. We don't have to give in, whether that is to our nasty mood that I picked up on in our worst part of the day, or maybe it's just the words of others that they project on us and we end up assimilating, thinking they're our own. We have to come to that realization. That way we can, like I said, kick that whole mood, that whole attitude to the curb and start working towards that betterment. Start figuring out what does need to change. Where can I move? What can I do? How do I make my circumstances better? To logically think it through without fantasy and reality being askew, without the negative voices from other people, without your ego giving you low self-esteem and getting in the way. So you might be seriously doubting yourself in certain areas when it comes to obtaining happiness, reaching for happiness. And it all really comes down to one belief. Do you believe that you deserve happiness? That you can have joy? That you can have things of value? That you have things of worth? Because you yourself are worth it. You occupy space, which means you matter, you count, You exist. And therefore have somewhat of a right to certain things. And yes, happiness is one of them. Okay. And because we do have a solar eclipse on this day, that energy does last for 6 months. Not surprised that changes and choices came up, because I did do a new moon reading already that it should be up on my channel. But this is also showing up for the same time period. And this energy can, part of it, last up to 6 months because we are dealing with a eclipse. So this right here is going to be an ongoing process. This is probably your overall highlighted functionality for the next 6 months. It's questioning whether or not you deserve things. If you desire things, is it worth it to go after it? And I would say yes. If you think you are deserving of happiness, then yes, go after those things. Don't settle for what you have now simply because somebody told you you can't have it. You don't need it. Whether that is your own negative mental process, the ego doing a number on you, or if it's somebody else. Everyone deserves happiness. That was quite a bit heavier than what I was expecting for today, but what can I say? It is what it is. And of course, this is Libra solar eclipse, so excellent for new partnerships, commitments, compromises, diplomacy, and it helps get everyone on the same page. And that's just not on a personal scale, that's on a global, universal scale as well. Funny enough, I have my new solar system tapestry that we are using. Haha on the choices. And all your cards here add up to 123, which ultimately reduces to 6. And if I remember right, we had 6 major arcanas on the table, but we also have the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. So technically we have 66 as repeating numbers showing up for us today. Alright, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. If this resonated for you, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.